Alrighty, Chef Buck here, and today we're roasting up some garlic, which is super simple to do. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is just one thing you can do with roasted garlic. Use it as a spread for bread. But there are just a zillion billion things you can do. I'm going to do 4 bulbs of garlic because it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, and I'm not just going to roast one bulb of garlic. I want to have a nice, I want to have a nice payoff because I'm going to keep this in my fridge and use it for all kinds of things. Now, some people, when they roast it, they just like to cut the top off the bulb, throw a little olive oil in there, and roast it whole. But I don't like to do that. It seems like a waste of garlic to me. I want to use the whole entire bulb. I don't want to waste any of it, and I don't want to fool with getting it out of here and squeezing it out of here later after it's been roasted. So I go ahead and I break it apart and take the skins off the individual cloves. Now, I don't have a trick or a tip for getting them off easily. I've read, in various sites that you can put it in a pan or a jar and tighten it up and shake it. And then the skins will just come off after you shake it for 20 or 30 seconds. But that never works for me. But I like to get it with nice tight skins on there because I don't want to get old funky garlic. I like it as fresh as I can get it. And then I shake, 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 and the skin doesn't come off. So am I not powerful enough? If somebody has a tip on any way to do it faster, let me know, because when I use this method here, it's like reverse time travel. It's like Back to the Future 2. The thing actually comes back together again. I can't explain it, so I don't even fool with that. I just go ahead, take the bulb apart, and then I individually take the skins off of each garlic clove. And then I don't have to fool with it anymore. And it's not going to take that long anyway. It's not like painting the Sistine Chapel. It's not like we're climbing Mount Everest. We're just taking the damn skins off garlic, which is kind of simple. You just take a knife, set it on there, give it a little whack with your palm, and then that's it. You break the skin, it kind of peels right off. Some of them are easier than others, but really, it's not rocket science. The main thing is you got to have a light touch. Like boom, just like you were hitting your nephew on the head just to get his attention. That's all, just a little light touch, because you don't want to smash it. But this took me about 10 minutes, 10 solid minutes, and boom, there I have it. I don't have to fool with them anymore. I just throw them out on some aluminum foil, as they say across the pond. And then I'm just going to throw a little bit of olive oil on here, some salt, some pepper, and then you can put whatever kind of herbs and seasonings you want. I'm going to use a little thyme, just some dry thyme, and I'm going to rub it between my hands and get it on there. And then we're going to take the aluminum foil and then fold it up. Like when you get food to go and they turn it into a nice swan. This is going to be kind of like that, but it doesn't look like a swan. It looks like a volcano maybe. And then we're going to take that, we're going to slide it into an oven preheated at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and let it roast away for about 30 to 40 minutes. I think this went for about 35 minutes and then it was set. And I could have let it go longer. If I'd have let it go for 45 minutes or 50 minutes, it would have been fine. It just would have been a little softer. You got to be careful when you're taking the foil apart, because steam's going to come up and you don't want to disfigure yourself, with that scalding steam. But you can eat them right now. They're nice and soft, and it's not like eating raw garlic. Once you roast it, even just for a half hour, you can throw it in your mouth and it tastes muy fantastico. Look how bright I am. I have my ear things in because I'm a rocket scientist, but I probably stood there and ate like 5 or 6 cloves just before I went on to my next thing, which is taking it and making a little crostini, which is one of my favorite things to do. Right after I roast garlic while it's still hot, throw it on some bread and spread it around just like butter. You could actually put butter on here or a little more olive oil and make it a little creamier, but it's not necessary. Just the garlic by itself, and throw a little cheese on there. This is feta cheese, which is fantastic. If you use, what did I use last time? I think I got some blue cheese and did it last time, and the blue cheese was too overpowering. So do feta cheese, a little bit of capers, and some Kalamata olives. That's just a great combo. But you can use roasted garlic. If you have day-old rice, old rice or old quinoa, it adds a great flavor. You can throw it in mashed potatoes. You can mash it up into salad dressings, just all kinds of uses for roasted garlic. And it's so simple to do. So give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think, and bon appetit. And thanks for watching and subscribing and sharing and being the best you that you can be. Thanks for that. I'll see you in the future.